Hold on. Hold on for what? Hold on, nothing. Because we are reacting. We are watching. We are checking out. The most hype Haikyuu moments, bruh. If y'all niggas ain't seen Haikyuu yet, you're not caught up to date, no nothing, turn away, because there's probably going to be some latest shit. Actually, I don't know what's been in the movie. I haven't watched the movie that came out earlier this year yet, but everything else I've seen, I'm locked. Hey, man. I'm ready to feel that emotion, you know? Because I stand by on this. I stand on business with this. Objectively, I feel like Haikyuu is the greatest sports anime created. Is it my favorite? It's in my top 3. But objectively, I think it's better than Hajime no Ippo. I think it's better than Slam Dunk. I think it's better than Kuroko no Basket. I think it's better than Free. I think it's better than Prince of Tennis. I think it's better than Baby Steps. I think it's better than a whole Kuroko no Basket. I think it's better than all of that. Objectively. If it's my favorite, it's in my top 3. My favorite is Kuroko no Basket. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know, I'm black. I don't know what to say. But Kuroko no Basket is better. Objectively, I think Haikyuu is literally the greatest in terms of plot, emotion you get, animation, everything. Like from what you would want from an objective mind, no biases, all biases aside. That's just what I think. I think Haikyuu's objectively the greatest sports anime. But hey, man. Wait, there's a movie? Yeah, there's a movie that came out earlier this year. I think it was the Battle of the Trash Heap with Nekoma versus the main group. Crazy. Haikyuu not top 3. Anime maybe. That's literally all I was talking about. Anime. I was literally talking about sports anime. Who's your favorite character though? I forgot his name. He plays for the team with the white jersey. And people do like fanfics. For Yoshi's have a field day with him. Haikyuu characters. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I literally just saw him. Oikawa. This nigga, he's hard as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, this nigga hard as fuck. He's got dumb aura. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's got dumb aura, bro. He's really like that. His serves, I still remember from was it season 1 or season 2? When this nigga really the first time he bust out that crazy surf and they went slow-mo with that animation, bro. That shit went so crazy, bro. Duh, he's crazy. He's actually crazy. He's for sure my favorite character. I ain't gonna lie to you. But let's check out this video, man. BN. What does that mean?
Towering lights and that scent. That familiar scent of blood, sweat, and tears all coming together.
Oikawa the villain? I don't think he's a villain.
And arriving
manga is never top 5, top 3.
With a huge smile and a big dream.
I can't really talk for the manga. I've read it, but
a little man named Hinata Shoyo.
Bro, the way they animated his serves was amazing. That's what I'm saying. I didn't go Wakatoshi and the fucking Bokuto. Oh yeah, he's hard. Bokuto's hard as fuck.
On the other side of the court is a prodigious.
He's literally what Hinata's meant to be.
Frustrated
once he like has all his skills and shit.
The crown weighs heavy on his head, and a once bright future seems to vanish into the shadows. His talent knows no bounds. His skill is immense. The truth is, no opponent on this court has what it takes to defeat the king. Except, of course, the king himself. Kageyama Tobio. But this tournament,
he's a based ass character too. I'm not gonna lie, Kageyama's a based ass character too. He's really top 5 in the whole show as well. He's really like that. He's probably top 3 if we really would have had that discussion. He's really top 3. The other nigga better? Who? Is this the anime or a random nigga talking? A person talking. Look at those two fight. Him and Kuro's friendship is hilarious. Yeah.
Hinata loses his first ever game, and Kageyama loses the trust of his teammates. The two vow to defeat each other, but destiny has other plans for them. It turns out I don't know what it is.
When they do a main character, right? I just fuck with it. I fuck with Hinata as well, bro. He's dope as fuck too. Like when he goes into those moods where he just looks at you crazy, like nigga, like Of course, my nigga, I'm like that. Like when he gives you that certain look, and you just know he's about to do that. He's about to do this shit, bro. Aye, them moments go dumb.
Man were both fated to be crows.
I like the libero.
And this
He's hard too.
is their story.
That'll be intro though. Woo! Aye, we saw it. We saw a sneak peek. We saw a sneak peek. Hold on, this video might be fucking peak. Hold on. Fly. This intro's so good. Ooh, what's he gonna include?
With both teams reaching 31 points in the third set, Karasuno and Seijo are fighting a neck-to-neck battle that could go either way. It could
Ooh,
go
this
either
one.
way, but Oikawa has other plans. After a wake-up call by Iwaizumi, the Great King's terrifying calmness has returned once more.
Oh,
and his
shit.
serves are now
Oh,
battling
shit.
the whole game. As for his setting, well, words are not enough to praise the songs Oikawa Toru conducts with his orchestra.
Oh, this is the
Melodies
first
that
time
the lonely
he
King of Karasuno
drags that
has
shit.
never even heard before. Kageyama watches helplessly as Oikawa pulls out 100% of his spiker's potentials, even from those who Kageyama himself had failed to use. Most unexpectedly, Kunimi, Kageyama's old teammate, who was known for being lazy and unmotivated, emerges from the shadows and scores the 32nd point effortlessly. After all, Oikawa had kept him rested and energized this whole time, an aspect of volleyball Kageyama had never even thought to pay attention to. Discouraged and lost in despair, Kageyama watches from the other side of the net, wondering if he will
When
ever
he
be able
receives
to
it? Oh, when he
reach,
actually
let
did a
alone
good receive?
surpass
Yeah.
a setter of such caliber. No, he wouldn't. At least, not alone.
Yeah, they got that shit back in blood. Look at
The
that.
rest
Fuck him
of
as
the
old
Karasuno
teammates.
team walks up
It
to
was warranted.
Kageyama,
Let's be for real. Kageyama was a whole ass nigga before he got to Karasuno. He was for sure a whole ass nigga dictating all of that shit. Unknowingly, he was a whole ass nigga, so it was justified. It was definitely justified.
apologizing for their misplays, poking fun at him, and reassuring
They all
him
look
that
like
they
basic
have
ass
his
characters
back.
anyway. Alright.
After all, this isn't the Kageyama of old. This isn't the lonely king of Kitagawa Daichi. Realizing that the burden was
If
not his to bear
Capitano says
alone
run, then
anymore,
you
he
run.
sheds his regal robes, and the new Kageyama, the real Kageyama, walks onto the court with a newfound resolve. It's Seijo's game point, but the players of Karasuno are locked in. And as the ball goes up one more time, the freak duo spring into action. That position, that height, that angle. It was perfect. Hinata, without missing a beat, eyes closed but determined.
Bro,
jumps
I'm
with
getting
all
into
his
I'm
might,
getting the feels
ready to
again.
spike the ball down at breakneck speeds.
But the pain.
But
The
unfortunately, today was not his day.
Ow. Oh, that was painful. That was painful. I thought they had that shit,
After
bro.
playing the most intense game of their lives, a devastated Karasuno returns
They
home.
needed it, bro. And then we went to the little school. I'm not gonna lie, I need to rewatch Haikyuu, bro. Haikyuu's such a
Frustration, regret, disbelief. Even though the boys played their hearts out, even though they fought tooth and nail until the very end, those were the only feelings that remained. To the players of Karasuno, no matter how well they served, no matter how well they received, no matter how well they spiked, today they had completely and utterly failed.
Bam.
But failure is inevitable. It either breaks you or makes you. Without it, there is no meaning to what we do, no purpose. Victories teach you confidence, but failures teach you lessons. Victories bring experience.
This nigga
but failures
spitting.
bring growth. Victories give fulfillment, but failures give purpose.
I wanted to puke blood.
So,
That shit had me angry. I see he looked
that
like somebody I know.
frustration, that
Oh my
regret,
gosh.
that disbelief, do not let go of it. Let it become a force for good. Let it fuel your hunger. Let it fan the flames of purpose. Let it burn. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many times you break, no matter how many times you fall, all that matters is how you get back up. So, Karasuno, will you let this failure break you or make you? Well, I think we all know the answer to that. It was time Hinata Shoyo and Karasuno finally opened their eyes.
This nigga really like depicting it all so well, bro.
With the help of Takeda Sensei, the Crows set their sights on Tokyo, where 4 of Kanto's strongest schools await in an intense
You gotta
training
jump
camp.
Oikawa and break his
Enter
ankles after that
Fukurodani
match.
Ubugawa,
Hell nah.
Shinzen,
He's still
and of
him.
course, Nekoma. As they soon find out through countless practice matches, there was much to work on, not only on a team level, but also on an individual one. There is a tension in the air, a fear of being left behind, of becoming stagnant. Every single player is hungry to grow, they just haven't figured out how yet. Hinata and Kageyama in particular have a lot of things they need to improve, evolve, or even change on a fundamental level, starting with their signature move, the Freak Quick. After all, Hinata decides that he doesn't want to keep his eyes closed anymore. Asahi yearns to soar as he serves, Nishinoya seeks to reach the skies himself, and Tsukishima searches for a passion.
He was a dope ass character too. He was solid. Other than the captain, he's probably the most solid character in the whole show, and on the whole team. Other than the captain, he was the most locked in when he wanted to be though, because he was never really bothered about playing the sport for real. But when he when he had his little arc and everyone motivated him to actually play the sport because of his older brother and something, yeah. Once that happened, this nigga was irreplaceable, bro. Like, literally every other character is, but him, nah, bro.
Loss after loss, failure after failure. However, they do not break. The Crows always
Realizing that eyes were useful to shoot was amazing. Yo, not too much. Was that what you raised? You finished Fire Force? Not yeah, I'm on episode 17. When he was bullying niggas, he was cold. When he what? Him getting into the sport. Oh, when he was bullying niggas, he was cold. I feel you. Wasn't? Oh, you mean wasn't? Him getting into the sport had me even more large. He learned from practicing with Kuro and them. Yeah, bro. This shit was just oof.
The great king looks up at the hungry prince towering over him. The hungry prince who, after all these years, has finally caught up to him. Was this it? The moment he'd been dreading for so long? The moment he had foreseen just a few months ago? Was this the moment Kageyama Tobio would overthrow him? Perhaps. However, just as Kageyama had evolved, so too had Oikawa.
Yup.
This was not the same Oikawa Todo as before. This was not the Oikawa who was afraid of what lay beyond. This was not the same Oikawa who had accepted his fate. This was a man who wanted to go further.
Is this the
He
serve?
wanted to break free of the chains
Is this
he
the
had set on
serve?
himself. This was a man who wanted to stand on the same court as the
Muy
monsters
bon!
he'd always been afraid of. The score is 25-24, with Karasuno a single point away from winning the game and heading to the finals. An intense rally ensues, and in a shock move, Sugawara and Kageyama switch places, and Suga sends the ball to the ace awaiting him. Seijo, just a few seconds behind, manages to receive the ball, but it heads out of bounds, in a position completely out of reach, a position where no one could make a play from. Surely this was the end. This was
Nope.
it.
They were
moment the
locked.
great king would finally
They were so
be overthrown.
locked.
No. He had fallen too many times. He had feared too many opponents. It was time to put his past behind him and claim the throne he had given up for so long.
Wait. No, what about? Because that point, oh my God, he struck through my fucking soul with that shit, bro. That point was tough. Oh my God.
Throne he had given up for so long. Karasuno manages to pick
this
the ball
nigga's
up,
lit.
and there could only
This
be
nigga's
two
fucking
men
lit.
to finish
You
the
making
job.
this an amazing
Hungry
video,
for
bro.
revenge, hungry
I'm getting
for
fucking
retribution,
excited.
hungry for victory. Hinata screams for the toss, and Kageyama does not hesitate in heeding the call. The same position, the same height, the same angle, but a different, deadlier look in those eyes. Those same eyes that had been shut before now bore witness to the view that Hinata had always dreamed of seeing. The view of the skies, the view of redemption, the view from the top.
Oh my God, this music too. Oh my God, this is hitting. He sees it. He sees it. Woo.
They were only one step away.
Woo.
Only one step away
Aye.
from standing
That
right
shit was
there
so
where
hard,
the little
bro.
giant once stood himself.
Oh
However,
yeah, I
blocking
remember that
their
nigga.
path was Miyagi's most powerful team.
On
a force
this
of
hole. I said Oikawa had aura. This nigga, nah. This guy right here, mm-mm. Wagatoshi? Bruh. I don't think any other character in the show had more aura, other than maybe the little giant. But him, when this nigga stepped foot onto the court, with that #1 in his back, yeah, niggas were afraid. Yeah, niggas were afraid. 5'2" with a 60-inch vert, crazy.
nature that had dominated the prefecture
About the
for
A&P
last
Cypher?
3
Oh, shit.
years.
They just dropped that shit?
Enter Ushijima Wakatoshi and Shiratorizawa.
Bro, this shit was so lit, they had to have a whole season. I think it was about 10 episodes just for their match. This was, bruh.
Wakatoshi and Shiratorizawa. The left-handed destroyer dominates the center court, annihilating every block in his way with pure, raw power. Even
He
a
was a
monster like
beast.
Nishinoya takes half a set to get used to the southpaw, and even then, it's a struggle and a half. Shiratorizawa flies away with the first set, and it feels like only despair awaits the Crows in the rest of the contest. However, there is one man calmly watching from the shadows, taking note of every little moving piece on the court. After all,
He's locked.
Ushiwaka isn't the only one playing. There are other chinks in the armor waiting to be exposed.
He's locked.
Ushiwaka continues to dominate in the second set, but this time, Karasuno steps it up a notch. Not only do they bolster their offense, but they finally nail their total defense, limiting Ushiwaka's options and opening the way up for their Super Libero to finish the job. Slowly
He was
but
OP as
surely,
fuck, by the way.
Karasuno unknowingly aids the man in the shadows, who is meticulously chipping away at Shiratorizawa's mighty attack, and more importantly, its control tower, Shirabu. As the score finds itself on 30-29 to Karasuno, Shirabu begins
pay
to
some
panic.
power,
The
literally.
Freak duo has been running circles around the court, Nishinoya has been persistently picking the ball up, and a certain someone has constantly been getting his hand on the ball with every spike, which is getting on Shirabu's nerves. With all that pressure on his shoulders, there was bound to be an opening. After 2 whole sets
And then he does the,
of
he does,
tosses
I
to
think, is this where he
Ushiwaka,
does the
there
dunk?
was bound to be one that was just a little bit off. The
No,
chink
not
in
the one. No,
armor
I'm thinking
had
Sana.
exposed itself. and Tsukishima K
Woo!
had been waiting for it
Locked.
this whole time. The deafening sounds of the crowd disappear
Bro.
as one boy stands at the precipice of greatness. Perhaps
Him
scoring
shit.
the most important
Straight him
point of
shit.
the entire game. But this was just a game, right? This was just a stupid club. This was just one.
Watch the reaction.
This was volleyball.
お前がバレーにハマる瞬間だ
Ah! Oh my god, this video is amazing. This video is amazing. This video is fucking amazing. Nah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm rewatching Haikyuu, bro. I need it. I need it, bro. Whew. It's giving me chills,
Sense of
bro.
dread washes over the young spiker as Kageyama gets picked for the under-19
Oh,
national
this
training
shit.
camp, and Tsukishima is chosen for the Miyagi training camp. Hinata is hit with a harsh reality at this moment, a sad truth that he has no choice but to acknowledge. Yes, he could jump and he could spike, but at this point in time, there wasn't much he could do without Kageyama. Receiving the ball, anticipating opponents' moves, reading the game, these were basic skills that he never had the opportunity to develop. And now, with nationals looming in the distance, it scares him that he might let the team down. He might let himself down. The truth is, Hinata Shoyo is not ready. And so,
Damn.
the little man does the only thing that makes sense to him. He sneaks into the Miyagi training camp. The man in charge of this camp, however, is not fond of Hinata
Not at
or his
all.
intrusion, and he makes damn sure that Karasuno's decoy has no place here. At least, no official place. The only way Hinata could stay was to watch from the sidelines, to fill up water bottles, to pick up stray balls. The only way to stay was to become a ball boy.
Bro, this. You know,
The
nah.
Hinata.
I
who
just-
always
there's so much
started
to
for
just say about
Karasuno
Haikyuu, bro.
would
It's just
never
so
stand still for
motivational. It's
even
just-
a moment. To him, this was the end. While Kageyama was training with the best in the nation, while Tsukishima was learning new skills, while the rest of Karasuno were leveling up, he would be washing jerseys and running errands. For a moment, our beloved protagonist gets lost in the darkness, struggling to find a way out, stumbling on every turn, and wondering if he'll ever be worthy of competing in nationals. But as Coach Ukai points out, Hinata, don't underestimate what it takes to be a ball boy. When things get hard, when the going gets tough, when you find yourself lost in the dark, just take it easy. And for the first time in his life, Hinata Shoyo takes a step back, breathes, and simply watches.
This nigga really knows how to build up a moment, you know? He really, really knows how to build up a moment.
The game against the ultimate challengers begins. Our heroes prep to face off against the national level setter.
Oh,
and his
this
twin.
nigga. The twins.
Yet,
They
although
were
they know
devious.
the dual wielder of Inarizaki is no joke.
They
Even if
were
you know what's coming, His
devious.
jump serves crash down like lightning. His floaters baffle even the sharp eyes of Nishinoya, and his ferocity puts the entire Karasuno team on edge.
He was a
The
problem.
pros, however, have weapons of their own.
Atsumo? Yeah, that's his name.
Hinata and Kageyama break through the defenses with their feet,
Atsumo and Itsumo, I think.
surprising the spectators and rattling the opposition. Well, rattling everyone except Miya Atsumo. Weirdly enough, Inarizaki's setter isn't afraid. He isn't bewildered. No. It's almost like Atsumu is excited. It's almost like he's inspired.
Is you good at volleyball? Nah,
As
I've
the
never
ball heads
really
into
played
the
it.
Narizaki court, their libero picking it up with
I've never
ease,
really played it.
Osamu suddenly makes
Only
a
for,
run
like, fun.
it before the ball is even set. But why so early? Everything goes dark as a terrifying realization hits Kageyama.
This nigga's so
But he's too late to
devious.
stop the monstrous setter on the other side of the net.
Bro.
After all, there is only one thing going through Miya Atsumu's head. That position, that timing,
that angle. They did it. Bro, the twins were a fucking problem. It's the anime. Like, did they finish the whole story?
The score is 30.
'Cause this isn't the finals, is it?
The crows flying higher than they've ever flown, hunting faster than they've ever hunted. The foxes watch with keen eyes, though, calm, collected, focused. Their intense gaze pushes the boys in orange past their limits as they aim to end this long game in
I swear there was
one fell
another game
swoop.
after this.
But
Yeah, there was
speed
another game after
is a
this, right?
curse
'Cause I
in
don't
a
think it's
game.
been animated, has
In
it?
their attempts to force the kill, the hunters become the hunted. They run and they run. They jump and they jump. Coach Ukai's concerned screams fail to reach their ears. Panic overwhelms all sense, and Karasuno's vision, growing narrower by the second, sees nothing but the ball and an expanding void, swallowing their victory into the shadows. But they're in too deep to turn back now. Ferocity snuffs logic, stress nullifies tranquility, and speed
The story don't end after the
overwhelms
finals. Yeah, I know.
as Karasuno pushes
They got like the
even
Olympics and shit.
harder.
And they got like a time skip.
Suddenly, the world grows dark.
So who was it that said it earlier? I think it was Kirio that said it earlier. When this nigga hit that received the serve and told everyone to calm down. That was a
Suddenly,
woo.
the world grows
Turn
dark.
it up. Nah.
When things get hard, when the going gets tough, when you find yourself lost in the dark, just take it easy.
Woo! You right there. Oh, he's got more. I'm not gonna lie. Amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, you got a sub from me. This was an amazing video. This was an amazing fucking video, bro. Oh my god. This really, because especially the way he like he built up all those hyped moments, bro. Yeah, he delivered on this shit, bro. This was an amazing freaking video, bro. Great. Amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Nah. I never literally leave comments, bro. I never leave comments. That's all I gotta do. I literally never leave comments. Never. But that was an amazing video, but that shit had me like all the way locked in, hyped, got me reminiscing, all the feels, all of that shit, bro. This is a great video, bro.